Welcome, everyone. Today we'll be working on building credibility and trust, organizational behavior, plus change management module. It's building credibility and trust as presented by James Bird, MBA. Begin with a warm smile, making eye contact if all possible. You're welcome. We embark on an insightful journey into the realm of organizational behavior and change management, focusing on building credibility and trust. Again, as we embark on this insightful journey to the realm of organizational behavior, change management, we focusing on building credibility and trust. It's what we're after. Again, my name is James Bird. I'm thrilled to be your guide through this module. Together, we'll explore how these concepts are pivotal to driving effective change and enhancing performance within organizations. And trust, credibility in the long term. As we proceed, we'll delve into definitions and key components that make up credibility and trust, how they intertwine with organizational behavior, OP, organizational behavior. I'm looking forward to engaging with all of you and fostering a dynamic learning environment. Feel free to leave comments and like and comment on this channel, we might ask. Okay, let's get started. Building credibility and trust within the organization. Yours. Claim ownership. Now then, let's explore three key learning objectives that are foundational to our discussion on building credibility and trust in the organization. First, you'll define what credibility and trust mean in context of organizational behavior, OB. Next, we'll see how organizational behavior structures are linked to performance. These structures are crucial for maintaining a healthy, productive work environment. As stress, lastly, we'll believe into how trust shifts toward times of change. Understanding these shifts is vital for managing transitions effectively. we proceed, keep these objectives in mind. It will guide our journey through this module. I want to start with a welcoming tone. We dive into the core of our discussion today, credibility and trust. These are vital components in any organization. Credibility and trust. First, think of credibility as a combination of consistency, competency, and character, moral character. We consistently follow through on our promises, demonstrate our skills effectively, and maintain integrity. We build credibility. It's part of the moral compass, uh, the ethical cornerstone of the organization, building credibility. Now, trust is built on reliability, transparency, and most importantly, respect. It's about being dependable, open in your actions and communications, and showing genuine respect for others. Consider how these elements play out in your own experiences. How do consistency and competence foster trust in your workplace? As we move forward, we'll explore how these principles of credibility and trust play out in stable organizational conditions. Still talking ethical cornerstones. OB in stable condition. In stable organizational condition, there's several key elements that contribute to healthy, should I say, to a healthy environment. First, clear roles are essential. Who does what? Who's in charge of what? It's been clearly explained from the onset. This clarity helps everyone know exactly what is expected of them, which in turn boosts both efficiency and satisfaction. Predictable communication is another cornerstone. It ensures that everyone is on the same page. Reduces misunderstanding and foster a sense of reliability. Know what is expected, no inconsistency. Behavior integrity ties everything together. With actions aligned with words, trust naturally follows. Lastly, fair and consistent policies create an environment where everyone feels valued and again respected. This consistency in behavior and policy can greatly enhance team morale and performance moving forward. It's all good. Again, connecting these points back to the earlier discussion on credibility and trust, we're setting the stage for the next slide on communication. Let's communicate that part of collaboration. Communication and stability, routine updates, aligned messaging, few surprises. Collaborate, same, should I say, communication and stability. Don't be fickle. Okay, as we explore communications and stability, let's think about how we can create an environment where information flows naturally and confidently. Communication and stability. As we explore communications and stability, let's think about how we can create an environment where information flows naturally and confidently. First, routine updates are crucial. These aren't just reminders, they're opportunities to reinforce clarity and direction. This way, not that way. Aligned messaging is another key element. When everyone speaks with one voice, it strengthens our collective understanding and purpose, ensuring that there are few surprises along the way. This alignment fosters a sense of unity, predictability. Don't be pickle finger. Lastly, few surprises in communication mean we can focus on our goals without unnecessary disruptions. Equals time, efficient. This stability builds trust that keeps everyone on the same page. Remember this, effective communications and stable condition lays the groundwork for how we handle change. This way, not that way, which we'll talk about in the next slide. Trust and change. Uncertainty increases scrutiny. Transparency becomes essential. Over communication is required. Don't overthink things. It is what it is. Don't overthink it. Trust in change. As we move into discussing the role of trust in times of change, it's important to acknowledge unique challenges that arise. First, when uncertainty is present, it naturally leads to increased scrutiny from those around us. People tend to seek clarity and reassurance. This is where transparency becomes not just beneficial but absolutely essential. Being open, honest about what's happening, we help to build and maintain trust. Don't overthink the situation. Finally, we must embrace the practice of over communication. During times of change, sharing more information than you might think is necessary ensures that everyone stays informed and feels included about your overthinking. Over communication imparts or it enhances the ideal of what you're thinking. So a vote can be taken for your overthinking. Keeping things to yourself creates scrutiny, increases scrutiny, but no one knows what you're thinking. So you want to impart with over communication, so you can take a vote on it. It's a valid thought. It's overthinking things. Remember, the goal is to create an environment where trust can flourish even amidst uncertainty. Next, we'll explore how specific leaders, leader behaviors can further support teams during times of change. Need more collaboration, then trust, then change. Uncertainty increases scrutiny. Transparency becomes essential. Over communication is required. There's too much room for overthinking. It's crazy. Keeping it to yourself. You need to take a vote. See if it's valid thinking. Over communication is required. Leaders' behaviors during change. Communicate early and often. Acknowledge uncertainty. Show empathy. That is, show respect. Feelings of others. Put yourself in their place. And of course, connect decisions to the greater purpose. Don't be quick to change. Stay with it. Okay, now then, again, as leaders, times of change, our behaviors significantly impact how our teams navigate through uncertainty. Let's explore some key behaviors that are crucial during these transitional periods. First, it's vital to communicate early and often. Communicate some of that overthinking, overthinking the situation. By maintaining an open line of communication, we can help alleviate anxiety and build trust within our teams. Looking for credibility and trust. Next, it's important to acknowledge uncertainty, recognizing that you don't have all of the answers can actually foster a more open and honest environment where team members feel comfortable expressing their concerns. It alleviates some of that overthinking of the situation or collaboration. Equally important is to show empathy, some kind of respect for the overthinking of others, their internal thinking, understanding and addressing the emotional needs of your team to strengthen bonds and promote resilience in the long term. Lastly, always connect decisions to purpose. Don't be quick to change your mind about the mission statement by linking daily decisions back to the organization's core mission. We help teams see the bigger picture and find meaning in their work. Staying with it. Now we are talking emotional intelligence. Calm, consistent, passionate leadership stabilizes teams. And no, we're going this way, not that way. Yeah, we're talking emotional intelligence. It's a cornerstone of effective leadership and especially during times of change. The qualities of being calm, consistent, and compassionate are not just nice to haves. They are essential for stabilizing teams, keeping the hormone levels at a minimum, no sweaty armpits. When leaders embody these traits and create a safe and secure environment for their teams. Less stress, which helps to mitigate the stress and anxiety that often accompanies change. Sweaty armpits. Think about how calmness can diffuse tension, provide clarity in chaotic situations. Consistency builds trust as team members know what to expect and feel more secure about which way they're being led. This way, compassion shows that you care, which fosters a supportive atmosphere where individuals feel valued and understood. Start overthinking when you collaborate. Just know what you're thinking. As we move forward, keep these principles of emotional intelligence at the forefront. Or should I say, keeping these principles of emotional intelligence at the forefront will be crucial in aligning our culture, structure, communication, and leadership behaviors. By leading with emotional intelligence, not only stabilize our teams, but also inspire them to embrace change positively. Should I say in a positive way? Less stress. Now let's explore the dynamic integration of organizational behavior, change management. This is all about aligning four crucial elements: culture, structure, communication, leadership, behavior. Even though it is said that the language of business is English, you still have to adhere to these four cultural or crucial elements: it's culture, structure, communication, and leadership behavior. That's the language of business is English. That should be interpreted as so. Let's start with culture. It's the heartbeat of any organization, guiding how people interact daily, doing transactions, aligning culture with change, issue initiatives. Should I say aligning culture with change initiatives, ensure everyone feels part of the journey. See in English. Next, we have structure. Think of it as the organization's backbone, adjusting structure aspects like roles and hierarchies can streamline change process and support new ways of working. Everyone needs to know that. Communication is our third element. It's vital to ensure their messages are clear, that everyone understands the purpose behind the change. Effective communications can bridge gaps and build trust. Everyone fully understands that collaboration is key. Don't overthink the situation. Finally, leadership behaviors. Leaders set the tone for change by embodying the right behaviors like empathy and transparency. They can ensure and guide their teams through uncertainty. As we move forward, remember that these elements are interconnected. They work best when aligned, creating a cohesive transition process. Practical steps. As we delve into practical steps for managing change, let's focus on four key actions. First, macro impacts. This somewhat involves assessing how changes affect each role within the organization. It's about understanding the ripple effects on responsibilities and expectations. Next, redesign workflows. Consider this as an opportunity to streamline processes and enhance efficiency. It's a chance to innovate and perhaps even simplify some of the complex tasks your teams are facing. Moving on to gathering feedback loop. Remember, feedback is invaluable. It provides insights into what's working and what needs adjustment. Be engineering, ensuring that the transition is as smooth as possible for everyone involved, all inclusive. But encourage open communication and be receptive to suggestions. Finally, monitor cultural shifts. This is about observing how the organizational culture is evolving during the change and making necessary adjustments to maintain a positive and all inclusive environment. By focusing on these steps, we can navigate change more effectively and support our teams through the transition. incorporate application exercise, self-audit, trust mapping, change scenario practice. Okay, let's dive into how you can put theory into practice with some application exercises. First, we have self-audit. This exercise allows you to reflect on your own role and contributions during the change process. It's a chance to honestly assess where you stand and what you can improve. Next is trust mapping. Here you identify key relationships and assess the level of trust within them. This is vital as trust is the foundation of successful change management. Trust in this way. Finally, we have the change scenario practice. This is a hands-on experience, or should I say exercise, where you apply the concept you discuss to a hypothetical change scenario, helping to solidify your understanding. Change management. These exercises are designed to deepen your engagement and prepare you for real world applications. Practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. As we come to the end of this presentation, I want to talk about key takeaways. Stability equals predictability. Change equals transparency. See where you're going. What's the purpose? Going this way instead of that way. Let's be realistic. Don't overthink the situation. Collaboration, true collaboration is the key. We also need to understand that leadership equals integrity plus empathy or respect. Structure equals anchor. Mission statement. Stay with it. Culture equals glue. It said that language of business is English, but again, culture equals glue, whatever that means. Let's recap the key takeaways from our session today. These are the main pillars that we've been building upon. Alleviate stress when it comes to change management, lessen the hormone effect, sweaty armpits. First, stability equals predictability. Things are stable, you know what to expect. which helps everyone feel secure and focused. As preparation makes, remember that change demands transparency. Open communications during change helps maintain trust, keeps everyone aligned, same page. It's crucial for maintaining a positive environment, ethical cornerstone when looking. Leadership. Leadership is all about integrity and empathy. Leading with these values ensure that your team feels respected and valued, fostering a strong, cohesive group dynamic, all inclusive. Structure serves as an anchor, provides a framework that guides us which way, particularly during uncertain times. It's what we rely on to stay grounded. Finally, cultural acts as the glue, staying with it. It binds the team together and creates a shared identity and purpose. Who's on first? This is what ultimately sustains long-term success. I want to conclude now. Engage in question as we may want to secure comments on this question. That is, how can you incorporate these takeaways into your daily practices? Please comment. Thank you for watching this video. As always, have a good day.